So, some of the stuff with the Rookie of the Year race is getting absolutely ridiculous. While you're seeing some articles that, I talked about this in a lot of it in a video earlier, that are talking about how it's great that it's now becoming a basketball, that both of them are unbelievable, and how when it comes to these rookies, that it's going to be the Rookie of the Year talk is going to be down to basketball, not other crap. But then you see an article like the one that I've just read, and you hear what Skip Bayless has said, and you're like, no, it's getting pretty bad. Before we get on, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We're trying to hit 18.6 thousand subscribers by the end of the day. If we could do that, that would be insane. We're obviously going for 20k by the end of the WNBA season. So, somebody tweeted me at the dumb stuff with Skip Bayless. You can't be bad at your bread and butter. I'm going to suspend this. She's more Steve Nash. Because this is just disrespectful. Basically saying her bread and butter is shooting and she can't be bad at shooting, be Rookie of the Year. No, she's 100 times better. She's a better passer than she'll score. She's literally the best passer in the league. And she's not even a bad three-point shooter. She's not a great one. Not a terrible one. Either way. So, Caitlin Clark. This article right here from The Guardian. Shout out to Alex Kirshner. But this is awful. This is awful. Caitlin Clark, heavy favourite for Rookie of the Year. It's the wrong choice. By the way, there is no wrong choice for Rookie of the Year. There is no, even saying that, you're in the wrong. Because look, you've got two record-breaking rookies. And then, of course, you have to insert Rickea Jackson into the conversation. Why? There is no conversation. Do you know not most betting sites, a lot of betting sites are only taking odds on these two players. They're not even allowing you to bet for anybody else. Like, it's that crazy. But, believe it or not, the WNBA most hype season is halfway finished. It's more than halfway finished. I think only 18 games to go. The Aces are gunning for a third consecutive title. Aja Wilson's going to win MVP. Diana Taurasi continues to be an engine in the Mercury's backcourt. I mean, she's been okay. Caitlin Clark and the Fever may already be the most famous basketball player. Her old college rival has become a household name in her own right in very different ways. So Caitlin Clark, the argument for, as I've said here, the fact is that you basically start it all off by saying, you know what, she's not doing what she's doing. Look, if you want to say Caitlin Clark has not lived up to the hype on the court, it just depends on how crazy your hype for her is, because she's already the best player in the league at her position. And again, if you want to say her position shooting guard, like Skip Bayless did when she's very clearly not a shooting guard, then no, she's not the best, because like Jewel Lloyd's been... And you know what? The Jewel Lloyd's a weird one. When Jewel Lloyd's playing well, she's better. When she's not playing well, she's not. Kennedy Carter has been better than Caitlin Clark. Kennedy Carter's been the best two guard in the league this year, I'm not going to lie. And then... other than that, Ionescu's been better. Ionescu's just done what Caitlin Clark's done, but a little bit better. Ionescu is what would happen if Caitlin Clark fit in instead of fit out. But she's still the biggest draw, everything scrutinized with every rookie her opponent shakes up. She's handled the limelight well and still conjuring a bit of magic. So you've got half of the argument for not talking about basketball. Like in the first half of your argument for, nothing has mentioned basketball. She just became the first rookie in league history to post triple-double when she produced 19 points, 12 rebounds against Liberty. Her prestigious playmaking ability has been on frequent display. Clark is third with 7.4 assists per game. She's going to end the year as number one. She's averaging 10 assists over the last 5 games. She's going to end the year at number one. She was at like 5 point something through 10 games. Despite playing on a team that was bad enough to get the first overall pick, she'll only get better from here. So her case should get stronger. All you've said is she's a good passer. Like, that's literally all you said. The argument against Clark hasn't been that good. Okay. If Clark hasn't been that good, Reese hasn't been that good. Because it's so close. It is so close. WNBA defenders who have denied... she's an undeniable star. Don't tell that to WNBA defenders who have denied her quite a lot. Her 39% shooting is significantly worse than her career average in 4 years in season Iowa. Oh, wow. Her shooting percentage has dropped 7 points from going from college to the pros. When has that ever happened in the history of basketball? Oh my God, a rookie guard shooting a bad shooting percentage. Oh my God, somebody needs to call, I don't know, I don't know who to call at this stage. You know what? It's so much of like breaking news. Call TMZ. Heck, call Keemstar. Call Keemstar. This is such a shock that you're going to have to report on it. A rookie shooting 7% worse. In 4 games before Saturday's triple-double, Clark shot an ugly 33% from the field and turned the ball over nearly 6 times a game. Do you know what those 4 games were? Do you want to know what those 4 games were, by the way? Win versus the Mercury. So I'm actually going to bring up the last 4 games. So again, she was okay against the Aces. She wasn't brilliant. But again, the Aces are the Aces. The Aces are the Aces. Let's not get it twisted. The Aces are the Aces. So in the 4 games before that game, it was a loss to the Aces, where the only reason they were in the game going into the 4th quarter was because of Caitlin Clark. Like, they were in that game till the 4th quarter. The game before that was the Phoenix Mercury. And then there was the Seattle Storm, and then a game against the Chicago Sky. She's averaging, do you know how many assists she's averaging over this period? Do you know how many assists she's averaging? She's averaging like 11 assists she averaged like 11 assists over those 4 games. Over the last 5 games, she's averaging nearly 11 assists a game. She's shooting 33% from the field. Cool. She also, she was responsible for 44 of her team's 48 points in one of those games. She was responsible for like 44 of her team's 88. Which is half the points. And against the Liberty, I think it was like 50 of her team's 83. Which is crazy. You took her two of her 3 best games of the season. Sorry. The Chicago Sky 3rd game. Up until the 3rd quarter. She was killing it. She was absolutely killing it. She had 13 assists halfway through the 3rd quarter. She looked like she was going to set the WNBA record for assists. But no. It doesn't matter because she's shooting a bad percentage from the field. Who cares? At the end of the day, who cares? Because people did not care when Angel Reese was shooting like 35% on layups. Who cares? She had 2 of her best games in this spell. This has been a recurrent problem. Her turnovers are well ahead of any other player. Cool, she's a rookie. She's a rookie guard who has the ball in her hands as much as anyone and is being blitzed at half court. Of course she's going to turn the ball over more. Are you dumb? Perhaps rookie of the year honor should go to a player who doesn't so frequently give the ball to the other team, or at least one who has made field goals per game she has committed turnovers. She makes 4.9 shots from the field, 5.5 giveaways. Okay, cool, she shoots 3s. Almost every one of her shots is a damn 3-pointer. It's worth an extra point. Like, this is literally just a screw you Caitlin Clark article. Because this is dumb. Talking about the turnovers doesn't take into account the entire game. Because, again, her turnovers have drastically been cut down. Now that her teammates have learned to catch the ball. Her turnovers have gone down. And again, there was 5 games where she needed to figure out the WNBA. Where she had nearly, 40-something turnovers through 5 games. And this is literally like, you're basically making an argument. Averaging 6 turnovers a game. I love how you're just ignoring the triple-double game as well. And you're also ignoring, how many turnovers does she have for the Mercury, in the Mercury game? So I'm looking here, in the Mercury game, she turned the ball over 6 times. She turned it over 6 times, but was responsible for 44 of her team's 88 points. Who cares? And again, those 4 games, their last 5 games, they are 2-3. But other than the Sky game, they're playing against some of the best teams in the WNBA. Angel Reese, it's simple. Reese has been the best rookie. She's disruptive force in the defense. Yada yada. Ongoing streak, a double streak isn't just a rookie. Yeah, fair enough. Argument against, it's not very good when Reese should be the front runner. The idea of someone other than Clark winning the award. If you want to play devil's advocate, Reese adds no value in the perimeter. She shot 4. So basically, look at this. So she goes from 47% to 41% from the field, and it's not a very good argument. But in your argument against Caitlin Clark, her dropping by the exact same amount shooting percentage-wise, is an argument against Caitlin Clark and a horrible thing for Clark, but a devil's advocate point against Angel Reese. This is just dumb. This is just complete disrespect towards one player. And again, diminishing one player at the expense of another is a disrespect towards Angel Reese as well. If you are trying to diminish Caitlin Clark for no reason, you are disrespecting Angel Reese. Because if you're trying to basically say a reason for why Caitlin Clark isn't the Rookie of the Year is because she has dropped a certain amount of percentage from college and Angel Reese has dropped the exact same shooting percentage, then that's a knock on Angel Reese. If you're going to say, this isn't actually a reason for Angel Reese, but for Caitlin Clark, it's the biggest reason. That is disrespect towards Angel Reese too. Just like I think all the people saying the pre-game fits and the aura is disrespectful towards Angel Reese, just like all the, she brings the crowd is disrespectful towards Caitlin Clark's basketball game. Because you're not talking about the sport of basketball. This is the most disrespectful article I've ever seen. This is somebody who's contradicted themselves multiple times, talked with no context, and has basically made any of the box score watchers' negative points about Caitlin Clark, any of the flaws that a rookie has coming into the league, has made them seem like the biggest deal ever, and then also said all the flaws that Angel Reese showed up with aren't a big deal. That's all he's done. That is all this person has done in this article. It is one of the most disrespectful things I've seen for both of these players, by the way. Because if your case for why Angel Reese's Rookie of the Year is just to tear down Caitlin Clark, you're disrespecting Angel Reese. Simple as. Because you're not talking about really her game. You're just trying to diminish what someone else has done. If you can't make a point for why Caitlin Clark is Rookie of the Year without trying to diminish Angel Reese, you're disrespecting Caitlin Clark. You're not really confident in your points. If you can't make a case for Angel Reese without trying to diminish Caitlin Clark, then you're disrespecting Angel Reese. Then you're not confident enough in your points for why Angel Reese has been so good that you're confident. And if you're trying to argue that right now this season Rickea Jackson should be in the Rookie of the Year conversation, or she has any even sort of spot in the conversation, like, no, just no. If you're going to add in a third player, add in Aaliyah Edwards at least. At least add in Aaliyah Edwards. Come on, at least add in Aaliyah Edwards.